Dude Perfect is one of the original groups to make it on YouTube and has amassed a huge following. They're loved by all. Here are some behind-the-scenes secrets of the group that you never knew about. Who are they? Dude Perfect goes way back to the early days of YouTube. You can call them YouTube veterans at this point. They shot to fame really early. The group is made of 5 guys: twins Corey and Kobe Cotton, and Garrett Hilbert, Cody Jones, and Tyler Toney. All 5 of them are former college roommates from Texas A&M University. They started their channel after graduating, and their content mostly consists of trick shots, stereotypes, and stunts, so it's entertaining for a lot of people. But they make sure it's family-friendly so no one's left out. Their channel is the most subscribed sports channel on YouTube and is part of the 18 most subscribed channels overall. They have 55 million YouTube subscribers and more than 12 billion views. Apart from their usual trick shots, stereotypes, and stunts, the group often posts battles where the group members compete against one another in a good-natured game or contest in which they incorporate different sports, come up with a unique set of rules to make things interesting. They have also created the show called Overtime, which is a series in which they host a collection of segments which include Wheel Unfortunate, Cool Not Cool, Betcha, Absurd Records, Top 10, Get Crafty, Judge Duty, Fight Scene, Wives vs. Chad, Game Time, Taste Test, and Bloops. They have 2 separate channels as well. One of them caters to gaming and it's called Dude Perfect Gaming, and the other shows behind the scenes bloopers named Dude Perfect Plus. Put together, these cool dudes have amassed a net worth of over $50 million. Now, that's an amazing payoff for doing what you love. Now let's move on to the stuff you may not know about these guys. They almost split up. In 2020, Dude Perfect released a documentary called Dude Perfect Backstage Pass, in which fans got to see a lot of what happens behind the scenes. One of the most shocking details revealed was that the beloved group almost split up. That too right before they skyrocketed to success. It was a pretty close call. The reason behind that is how difficult it got for all of them to get together and manage the channel in the first 5 years. After graduating from Texas A&M University, everyone went their separate ways and got normal, full-time jobs. Some of them even started families of their own. With all that came a lot of responsibility and very little time for the channel. The twins would take over from Monday to Friday, and on the weekend the whole group would gather to make a video. This went on for 5 years, and it obviously took its toll on the group. Tyler Toney described it as the most stressful time of his life. Cody Jones has admitted that by the end of those 5 years, they were just about ready to pack up and be done with it. The turning point came when Tony Tyler's boss threatened to fire him for missing any more Saturdays. They could have decided to let go of the channel and keep their jobs, but their love for Dude Perfect was too much. They all quit their respective jobs and dedicated themselves to the channel full time. Just after that, new deals and collaborations started rolling in, and they shot to fame. They're men on faith. These guys are pretty dedicated to their work since they happily quit their jobs over it. But did you know that the driving principle of all of them is their faith in Jesus? That's right. The group says they wouldn't be where they are if it weren't for their dedication to the Lord. That's why their Christian faith is central to their activities. This is the reason they work hard to make their content family-friendly too, so that they can instill good Christian values into kids that love to watch them, as they see it as their responsibility for such a huge platform. They say that even if they lost everything, they'd be alright because at least they'll have Jesus. One of them is a published author. Apart from making fun and engaging content for YouTube, one of them has another talent up their sleeve. One of the twins, Corey Cotton, is a published author. Back in 2011, he wrote a book called Go Big, Make Your Shot Count in the Connected World. It has pretty great ratings with 4.2 stars on Goodreads, 5 stars on Christian Book Distributors, and 4.5 stars on Barnes & Noble. No doubt Dude Perfect has done great in the realm of YouTube content creation and in developing their brand. This book was actually written when their channel was still relatively young and starting off. That makes Corey's Go Big message even more impactful. The book is perfectly balanced with channel anecdotes and relevant lessons to be drawn from them. It contains a lot of advice dedicated to YouTube creation, which is really relevant for people wanting to start their own channels. The book also tackles the topic of mental leveling and how to handle the growth and influence you gain. The book could be seen as one of the ways these guys want to give back. They achieve their dream but don't want the success to stay limited to themselves. That's why they unveil their story, and the book contains 5 practical principles for you to take your skills, passion, and dreams to the next level. One of the precious lessons they share in the book is to always reach out and struggle to make your ideas come true. because if you don't, you'll see someone else take that idea and opportunity that you had your name written on it. They've broken a world record, but not according to Guinness. Dude Perfect decided to break a world record in 2015 by shooting the longest basket by sinking a 501-foot shot at Reunion Tower in Dallas, Texas. And they in fact managed to break the record by a wide margin. However, Guinness refused to recognize their record. Thus, despite Dude Perfect having made a 501-foot shot, the record still sits with the Harlem Globetrotters' Thunder Law, who made a 109 feet and 9-inch shot in 2013 at the US Airways Arena located in Phoenix, Arizona. And there's more to the Harlem Globetrotters than that. They're known as the original trick shot masters and were actually engaged in a friendly rivalry with Dude Perfect in 2011. Eventually, they ended up meeting up at the ranch for a game of horse, and they were so impressed by the Dude Perfect gang with their incredibly long fishing pole shot that they gave them invitations to become part of the team during the 2015 draft. Unfortunately, not much ever came to be known about this matter afterward. They have celeb fans. Having a gigantic YouTube following is one thing, but having celebrities following you and engaging you takes you to another level. Dude Perfect is not just followed by, but also has had active collaborations with many celebrities, including Odell Beckham Jr. of the New York Giants and also Cleveland Brown, as well as Jason Beaumont, who is a well-known professional bowler. Jamie Bennett of the Dallas Stars also hasn't missed out on Dude Perfect and has had collaborations with it, and so had Drew Brees, who is a quarterback of the New Orleans Saints. And if that wasn't enough, a world champion boomerang thrower, Logan Broadbent, also had collaborations with him. And it's not just sports figures, but artists as well, such as country singer Luke Bryan and the lead actor of the wildly famous Ant-Man, Paul Rudd, who has so far made 2 appearances on the Disney Sports Battle 2 in 2015. They're pretty charitable. However, with all this success in the world, they're never truly worthwhile if you don't have a heart of charity and compassion. And as already mentioned, as devoted men of faith, Dude Perfect has translated that into action too. They make visits to sick children at hospitals to cheer them up, make them feel special. They once even visited a young kid at his own home. They've been very active in the recent pandemic crisis as well, and have shown a considerable deal of social responsibility in their global public health issue. They were one of the first groups to take initiative in raising funds for the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020 and hosted their Dude Perfect Quarantine Challenge every weeknight in March of 2020, in which there were live episodes of 3-point shootouts on Monday and roller chair hockey on Tuesday. Wednesdays were for office gold and Thursdays for 3 versus 3 soccer. On Fridays, they'd end the week with a spike ball. All these videos were taped live and played uncut on their YouTube channel. The very first show generated 7.1 million views. They encouraged their followers to donate to the Red Cross and Feeding America, which is an organization that provides meals to school-age kids that are out of school due to the pandemic. They managed to raise $85,000 within a single week like this. Panda's identity is a well-kept secret. If you're a fan of Dude Perfect, then you surely know their mascot Panda. The interesting thing is that they've managed to keep Panda's identity a secret all this time. There is speculation that he's actually a French student at New York University named Dorian Marie. But how could an NYU student be a panda when the gang is based in Texas? And with that, it wraps up the video. Thanks for watching.